So we really like to cook from scratch over here, but I don't love having to pull out all the ingredients every time I want to make some pancakes. So this has been my go-to lately, just having it ready to go on the shelf, vacuum sealed, so I can just pop off the lid and add the wet ingredients and call it a day. So here I'm adding a cup and a half of flour. I buy it in bulk from Azure Standard. Instead of sugar, we use monk fruit. Then a half a teaspoon of salt and 3 teaspoons of baking powder. I know 3 teaspoons of baking powder sounds like a lot, but I don't know what happens in the vacuum sealing process, but they don't get as fluffy with just 2 teaspoons. So I use 3, but you can't taste it at the end, and so it doesn't really bother us too much. If you're a canner at all, then you will definitely know this process. I'm just wiping down the rims with some white vinegar so that I can create that suction with the vacuum sealer. Very important step. You don't want to kind of skip out on it. Here is my vacuum sealer. I take off the bottom portion because that is for your regular mouth jars. I'm using wide mouth jars, so I need to detach that smaller portion. One of the cans, I'm just going to, or I'm sorry, not cans. One of the jars, I'm just going to put a reusable lid on because I'm going to use that in the morning. And then the other 4, I'm going to go ahead and vacuum seal. It's super easy. You just slide it on top, make sure that it's seated correctly, and then just start the on button. I run mine for about 40 seconds, and that creates a good seal. Now that all the jars are vacuum sealed, it's just time to put them up in the pantry. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.